I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Oh yeah, that's the best part. That is the best part. Hold up your candles, people. Hold up your candles. Your flashlight. Let's get it on! Every fucking time. What's going on, people? Welcome back to another live stream. Here we are. It's a Wednesday night, it's not even a fucking Tuesday night, and I'm getting the dogs going. My roommate's gonna kill me. He's used to it now. He likes it. He secretly likes it. What's going on, people? Welcome back. Who we got in here? Mud Turtle's number one. Mud Turtle for the win. 2 points for Mud Turtle. I was waiting to see. I can never see who is joining. Well, I guess I could technically go to the Rumble script, but it doesn't matter. Mud Turtle, 2 points, bud. Good job. Good job. Awesome. There we go. We're starting this season off good. Lots of different people getting in. Everyone who gets in first for the first comment gets 2 points, and the points mean nothing, but that's fine. What's up, Mav? 121575. Hello, Mav. How are you, buddy? I haven't seen you in a while, neither. It's been a while. We gotta hang out. You and I. It's been an interesting week, to say the least. Carney, we knew was gonna be the new prime minister. We already knew that. That was expected. I saw Chrystia Freeland dropping in the news, and I was like, yeah, she's not getting it. No fucking way. No way. She's not getting it. She just disappeared. She left this caucus. Like, they gave up on her. So I wonder if she would have stuck around. Maybe. But who knows? Who knows? Who cares? We got tariffs to talk about. We've got Donald Trump to talk about. After halftime, I'm going to fucking let the fuck off. I'm letting off at halftime. At halftime, I'm going to lose my fucking mind. Just fucking wait. I don't normally come into a stream already pissed off. I used to tell people, don't put me in a good mood. Why? Because I need to be pissed off for the stream. I need that energy. And I don't know. It's just the way that doing this works. But I'm going off after halftime. So if I can hold my fucking breath till then, hopefully we can. Hopefully I can make it to halftime. I did invite Rage to come on tonight, but he's busy with the kids and stuff. Maybe another time. So hopefully we'll see Rage on here eventually. So Wednesdays is the new time. I've been having some really good conversations with Derek, and about just everyone working together and like we used to. Everybody, like Derek himself. Derek has a giant audience compared to me. And he's like, you know what? You do Wednesdays. If I've got something lined up, I'll just try to avoid your times and we'll just try to work together just like we used to back in the old days. I think that's a great idea. So I'm taking his initiative basically, and I'm jumping to Wednesday nights because that way, it frees Rage up. If you want, like maybe I could get Rage on, there's the odd time and, not piggybacking or standing in the shadow. When you stand in the shadows of of greatness, you get no sunlight. So I thought, well, it's probably a good idea. And Rage didn't mind. I talked to Rage about it. I talked to Derek about it. They said, yeah, go for it. Do your thing, man. Do your thing. Do your stuff. So that's why I am now on Wednesday nights instead of Tuesday nights. So sorry for pounding that into your brain that I'd be here on a Tuesday night. Yeah, I do have it at what's self-promotion, right? Gotta get the message out there. Anyways. If you're new, welcome. Welcome to Diagolon. This is what it's about. This is Diagolon. This is where I live. I'm just a simple I'm a working man who has poked his head up out of the darkness of the internet to voice my opinion on politics and culture and spirituality and religion. That religion is my strong suit, not so much politics. So that is something to just get a handle on. There's the other guys are more politically based. I'm more spiritually, religiously based. But we all sort of we're all on the same path, and that's sort of that was the whole concept of the Plaid Army that Derek had kind of came up with, is that we're all going the same fucking way. We're all going the same way. We all kind of talk the same language, So who are you? What are you about? And this community was formed on that basis. So what we've grown into and what we are as a community, we are a very large community. Diagolon, Plaid Army, Edge's got his people. Chris Freestone, House of Bad Influence is their people. I mean, we are a big community. Tom Koo, who does his show on Saturdays. Derek Rants is Sundays at 8:30. Rage is Tuesdays and Fridays at about 8:30, 8 o'clock-ish. Give or take him being late. And that's the ones that I, off the top of my head. Sass Sisters in the house. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Double middle see those slashies. You got slashies, throw them up on the screen. That's what we like to see. We like to see our slashies. 3 shots for Kyle. That's where it comes from. 3 shots for Kyle. And so that's why we do 3. That's why it's only 3. It's 3 slashies or 3 shots for Kyle. That's where it came from. Yeah, a guy did 4. I love the enthusiasm, but it's only 3. Purple rain. Purple rain. Purple rain is in the house. I'm not splitting this up neither, where it's like YouTube gets no. We're just doing one first, because I would have fucking YouTube, Entropy, D-Live, fucking 6 fucking people's names on who had first on different platforms. Just the first person in either Rumble or YouTube. I don't care. That's the way it's gonna go. Says me. All right, now I gotta throw this to all. All right, so what we're gonna do is we'll start off with articles. And then from articles, after halftime, I'm going to go off. And that's how normally I like to work the show. That way you can get a feel of who I am, what I believe. Because I said I'm a dude that stuck his hand up and has an opinion on politics and culture and religion. So if I didn't talk about it, then you couldn't really gauge, well, he says that, but how do I know that? So what we're going to do is we'll go to articles. And what are we going to do here? Well, let me think. There's not really a lot, to be honest. It's kind of sparse today. Here, this is cute. Let's see here. You know what? That's not on presentation because I'm a dumbass. There we go. That's proper now. Now I've got to find the fucking article. Here it is. Do it. Go, buddy. Do your thing. We have no sound neither. Sound would be great. There we go.
New prime minister. So right off the bat, this motherfucker hasn't even lived in your country in more than a decade. He's lived in Europe. Now, as far as first things go, that is fucking wow.
So he's talking about Mark Carney, obviously. and how Mark Carney, for the last 10 years, hasn't lived in Canada. Again, this is not an elected official. We didn't elect him. This was a man chosen by the Liberal Party, not us. We didn't have a say. If you were a conservative, if you were NDP, it's not like we went to the polls to vote on this. Trudeau's resigning. He should have called it should be a snap election, I would imagine. Wouldn't that make more sense? But instead, he resigned, and now it's just, I don't know whether it's the party politics or what it's about, but they just picked him. It was something with the Liberals. You know, it was like if the Leafs picked a new captain for their team, and the Calgary Flames complained about it. That's what it's like. That, to me, or a general manager, and that the Calgary Flames are complaining about it, or if you want to talk and put it in sports lingo, bullshit. So it doesn't matter. Yeah, he didn't live in Canada for 10 years. Nope, he didn't. It's their choice. I mean, they're the ones picking this guy. We didn't pick this guy. They did. Carney is an attempt to salvage the party. They're trying to salvage the party. Now, from my perspective, they're not doing too bad a job of it. But things, I mean, this is just like on a level of how he presents himself. He presents himself better than Pierre Poilievre. He does. He presents himself better. Way better than Trudeau. Like way better, like night and fucking day. This looks like a man. It does. He looks like a man. That's a man there. That's not a child. That's not a guy trying to figure out his sexual identity. No. That's a man. That's a man there. You get, just by his physical appearance, being another dude, not being a faggot or gay, I can look and say, well, that's a man. Not a sniveling brat boy, child. That's a man. Optics, the way he speaks, his language he's using, his voice, just the sound of his voice, just the optics of his voice. It's much better than Trudeau's. Everything is better than Trudeau. Everything about him is better than Trudeau. His voice, his stature, the way he talks, the words he says, all these things is better than Trudeau. So already the party is going to have an improved image. But being the idiots they are, they picked this guy who hasn't lived in Canada for 10 years. So it's all fine and great for the party. You take him to the polls with this, that's a different fucking story. But I don't know if it'll play on Liberals or not.
Your new prime minister doesn't even live in your fucking country. And he hasn't for more than 10 years. And believe it or not, that's not even the worst part. No. Secondly, this dude is not even just a Canadian citizen. He is also a citizen of England and Ireland. This dude's got...
That might work to his advantage for white voters. I think that would work to his advantage. Just for white. I don't think it's a great show for him with who? Like the black vote, for example. Probably not a fan of either of those countries. That's dead in the water. Who else? I think with the Punjabis, well, anyone who's not white or black, the Muslims, the Indians, all of them, I'll just lump them all into one. The ones that can vote. I don't know if that's going to go over well for them neither. I don't know. We'll see, because there's a lot of them there now anyway. So they may, my brothers and sisters are at home. Possibly. They may make an emotional connection in that respect where they have relatives in those places. Possibly. I'm trying to think of what the emotion would be that would react. But I mean, for white Anglo-Saxon voters, that might actually work to his advantage. Maybe. And that's a solid maybe, because they may look at those two countries, Ireland and Britain, as colonial and colonizers. and anti typical rich right now. So I don't think that plays to his advantage. I wouldn't have picked this guy. Like, they're doing it on optics alone. It's all on optics. Like I said, it's all on optics. It has nothing to do with where he's from. The fact he hasn't even fucking lived. All these things are not like, what the fuck? Why would you pick this guy? Like, we're gonna rip him to fucking shreds. We're gonna rip him to shreds. For sure we can. This guy's already doing it. He's not even Canadian.
3 passports, and he's in charge of your country. And the weird thing is, this motherfucker doesn't even describe himself as Canadian. No, in multiple interviews, he calls himself a European. You have a prime minister who doesn't even consider himself a Canadian. That's cute. And let's be real, Canadians, call it fucking 2 months ago. I'd be willing to bet that the vast majority of you didn't even know who the fuck he was. You had probably never heard the name Mark Carney, which isn't surprising because he didn't fucking live in Canada. And y'all not only made that dude your prime minister, but he somehow managed to win 86% of the vote.
From the Liberal Party. 86. Not us. Not the population of Canada. The Liberal Party. They picked, because who else did they have? Chrystia Freeland, who left the caucus. She had very mean things to say about Justin, right? She totally left. She fucking said, I'm out. And so that probably pissed a lot of the Liberals off. So, oh, fuck, there goes Chrystia. Fuck. We just lost Chrystia Freeland off the team. Damn it. Fuck. Damn it. And then when he resigns, she comes back. They're like, whoa. You left. Like, why would we take you back? You left, but you left, though. You left us at a time when we needed you the most. You left. No. So that doesn't surprise me at all that they picked Carney. And I saw in the news where when Chrystia came back, we all kind of freaked the fuck out a little bit. Come on. We all had a bit of a panic attack. I know I did. She's worse than Trudeau. She's worse than Trudeau. Whoa, holy shit. They got to pry her mouth off of Soros' Rothschild's dick. She's so up into the fucking upper elite. She trained at Oxford College in England. So, I mean, I was like, oh, fuck. No, not her. Of all fucking people, not her. Gross. So when this Mark Carney guy came along, all you saw was Carney. You saw it in the media. And Chrystia Freeland just sort of disappeared. That she just fizzled away like a bad dream. So when the election happened on Sunday with the Liberal caucus, everyone had already accepted Carney was going to be it. It was sort of a public opinion that Carney was the guy. Over Freeland, it was Carney. It was an easy choice. So 86%, I'm not surprised.
That is an absolutely insane majority, especially considering the fact that he was running against 3 other people. So those 3 other people collectively got 14% of the vote. And the guy with 3 passports, who doesn't even consider himself Canadian and hasn't lived in Canada in more than 10 fucking years, he got 86% of your vote. Oh, and by far the most adorable thing about this situation is that he managed to get that 86% of the vote, and he didn't tell the public a single thing that he plans on doing. You elected a guy who didn't even tell you what his plans were, and you elected him by a massive, overwhelming majority. Canada, if you wanted us to take you seriously, I promise you this.
Yeah, optics. It was all optics. He doesn't understand how bad Chrystia Freeland was. He doesn't know. He just doesn't know. Like, buddy, you have no idea. Oh, yeah. That was a shoe-in. Shoe-in. Anything was better. Anything, anyone, anything than Chrystia Freeland. Anything and anyone. Oh, it's horrible. Horrible. Carney was obvious. The obvious choice. Obvious. Oh, fuck yeah. Seen it a mile away. Just by the way, all on optics. Nobody gave a fuck about what his plans were. Nobody cared. Nope, that's the guy. What if he's a raging psychopath? We don't care. That's the guy. Oh, yeah. I'm not surprised at all. Oh, yeah. Welcome to Canada. That's wild. Wild. You know, it's a fact. I thought that was kind of funny. Madam Breezy's in the house. I saw you. Hey, how are you? And Trad Life, what's up? How are you? Nice to see you. No, he did not advance his plans at all. No, he did not, sister. Nope. Not a fucking clue. Not a clue. I mean, not to them anyway. It was like, again, this was the liberal people. That's your thing. That's your job. You're picking your team. Cool you. You do your thing. When you figure it out, let us know. And that's when the fight will happen. You gotta pick your new team later. Sure, went down. Not that I'm conservative, neither. So I hate them all. I hate them all. Poor PP. I had hopes. We had hopes for PP. We did. Pierre Pelvier. We so had hopes for him. Against Justin, fuck yeah. He used to kill him in the in Parliament. We were hoping he would join up with Max Bernier. That was sort of the dream that he would join the PPC, and we would all ride off into the sunset. Kind of, not really, but you know, it was a nice little fantasy we had. It was it's a fun narrative to play out with PP, you know, joining up with Max and then turning it into like Trumpism or whatever it was supposed to be. It was some fun story. So when he obviously started going left, we started pulling our support because we used to support Pierre Pelvier. We used to, as a community, we did back in the day, because he didn't talk the nonsense he's talking now. He's not doing the things. He's not panned. There was a time Pierre Pelvier did not pander. There was a time. Oh, the good old days when he wasn't pandering to the crowd. There was a time when he was actually half decent. And now, like, he's getting fucking murdered. Like he is. Everyone says I'm wrong. I think Carney and the Liberals are gonna come back. They're gonna come back. They were beat, they were toast, they were done, they were in the dust, they were defeated. It was beautiful to watch that just wither and die, just to see it crumble. We were just sitting back watching the Liberal Party crumble. It was awesome. It was an awesome experience. And then, yeah, son of a bitch. Fuck, that's Sock Boy resigns. And now Pierre's got fucking Carney to deal with. And Carney is not a Justin Trudeau. Carney's not the guy that we've been making fun of for the last 8 years. This is someone new, someone different. And I'm sitting back watching Pierre struggle. He's struggling hard, and I don't see him. It's almost like sports. I view it like sports. This whole political game, it's a show. It's all a show. It's all a show that will affect your fucking lives, but it's still a show. It's like a game. The way I'm talking about it right now, it's like I'm sportscasting. I'm sportscasting a fucking a baseball team. That's what it feels like. It sounds to me like well, I'll listen to the guys at work, and they'll be talking about different fighters and different matches and different hockey players and baseball players and the stats on this one, stats on that one, and this guy here and that guy just retired, or remember this whatever move this guy did, whatever. Hockey, football, fucking UFC I hear a lot about. I sit and listen. That's what I do. That's what I normally do. Is I just sit and listen to people. That's why I'm a very quiet person, because I like to listen. And listening to these guys talk is a lot like how I'm talking right now, and how weird it is that it's the same. It's a show, though. It's a game. It's like a game, right? It's no different than hockey, baseball, soccer. Politics is just they're playing a fucking game. That's all they're doing. They're playing a game. But this game affects our lives. How much you pay in taxes, where you're able to live, what jobs you get, who gets jobs, who can come in, who gets to stay out. It's a fucking game. All it is a game. And I see Pierre Poilievre coming up against the I would say just, and this is, again, I don't have a fucking clue what this guy has to say. Not a fucking clue. But I'm looking at that guy and looking at Pierre going, ooh, that's a match there. I don't know. That's going to be, when you do the odds, you're like, I think Carney could beat him. I think so. Given him enough time, I bet you any money if Pierre Poilievre went up against Carney in an election, I think Carney would win. And that would save the fucking Liberal Party. I think that's what's going to happen. I think we're going to see we may see Liberals still being in charge. It wouldn't surprise me. If they can pull it out of their ass, they might be able to, because that party was fucking toast. But with Carney, I think they could turn this around and actually win the election. That's my prediction. We'll see I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. In a way, not really, because Pierre Poilievre doesn't like us. Don't fucking forget. I haven't. Pierre Poilievre does not like dags. And if he got in power, I'm just saying I'm going to be nervous. A little nervous. Oh my. We shall see. We shall see what happens. Let's keep going here. Let's see what's going on. Just throw it up. Throw it up. This is so, I don't understand. More Carney bullshit. Yeah, this is funny though. An unauspicious start for PM designate Mark Carney and the hashtag Hammond. No questions taken from the reporters, and his handlers told the camera operator pooling the event to shut off sound when he was inside talking to workers. Like, what? Why? The public will know nothing. The public shall know nothing. Keep him. I've never seen this strategy before of keeping him out of the news. Of not letting him talk. It's an interesting strategy. Normally they're plastering us with it. Normally it's everywhere, and what he's got to say and what his plan is to balance the finance sheets and blah 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 bullshit I don't care about. It's interesting. And again, I think, like I'm saying, I think it's more optics, just so that people can see, just literally see him, hear him speak, and even when he's talking, it's just gobbledygook. He talks gobbledygook. He's like, "Oh, we're gonna cut the carbon tax." Bullshit, you fucking liar! You are not cutting nothing. You're gonna hide it. You'll rename it, but it'll still be there. We all know that, and it's going up. Cut the carbon tax, my ass. Do it. I've said this before. I keep getting the little hints that the Liberal Party is trying to move away from the woke left and talk our language. I've been hearing it a lot. I've been hearing them use. They're trying to talk like us. They're trying to mimic our language. If they can mimic our language, they could try to convince us that actually we're the good guys and the PCs are actually the woke guys. Could you imagine if they tried to fucking turn the tables on the progressive conservative and make the progressive conservative look more woke than the Liberal Party? They could do it. I've been hearing them talking, and the more they could try to use our language. That's all they have to do. They don't have to believe our values or have our set principles, but if they learned our language and talked like us, they might be able to flip the third estate, because the third estate aren't awake like we are. And it doesn't take, they just have to drop a couple of words here and there, and they could turn the third estate. They could do it. That's your sports ball people. That's your people who don't really watch. They don't watch the podcast. They don't watch Joe Rogan's. They're into hockey and football. That's the third estate. The hardworking men and women across Canada who don't really give a shit about politics. They do a little bit, but not a lot. They're more focused on the game tonight, getting drunk with their friends. Those people. The kind of people where you start talking politics, they kindly tell you to stop. They don't want to talk. They believe what they believe, and that's that. So just watch the game. Those people. That's the third estate. And they could trick them. I mean, because it doesn't take much to steer them. It doesn't take a lot. You don't have to. It's not a big pull. I've seen it. I've seen it at work. They flip from fuck Trump to, this is going back, mind you, was sort of a gauge. Were you pro-gun? Were you pro-Second Amendment? Were you pro-Trump? Were you, there was these little gauges you could do with people to find out kind of where they were politically. And I saw them, they switched, like even with the pandemic. That was another telling factor. Those who took the jab versus those who didn't. Those who didn't are like, whoa, oh, you're hardcore. Okay. It was a flip. And I mean, a lot of your friends who are conservative took the jab, right? So it's a very fine line between going with the flow, going with the woke, or staying awake. Like they're not fully awake. They kind of see shit, they're like kind of half asleep. So when you're half asleep, you're like, it's very easy. You're half asleep, right? That's what they are. They're half asleep. Best way to say it. Eyes are fluttering. They're kind of awake, but they're not really. You know, when you're waking up, you're kind of awake. You're becoming awake. You're like, oh fuck, that sucks. It's up time now. The alarm clock. Oh yeah. How many times you fall back to sleep? Sleep through your alarm. I do it multiple times. Same deal. So they're sort of half asleep. So all the left has to do is talk a little bit like us, just a little bit. They'll flip them. Just knock them over easily. I'll see it at work. All of a sudden, be voting liberal. I just thought it. I'm just waiting for it. Like, yeah, see you fuckers switch again, back and forth. Oh, these fucking vaccines. Everyone should get their shot. Like, fucking make up your mind, boys. Which way are we going here? Oh, they all fucking fell. Boom, 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 boom. Yep. Don't fucking talk to me. Don't you ever fucking talk to me about politics like you know something. Like, fuck. Oh, it pisses me off. Oh, it pissed you off so bad. Anyway. Like there's guys I know. I'm just using the vaccine as an example. Not everyone who took the vaccine is woke, obviously. But it's such a fine line between, going with the flow and saying, well, wait a minute. It's a fine line. All right, let's get out of here. How do we stop sharing? That's a great idea. Do that. Perfect. 8:34. 8:34. I lost all. Oh, yes. Here's a good one. This is a Twitter post. And it's about drying up industries. This guy's an electrician. I've lost all hope. That's what a 23-year-old licensed electrician, so he's 23 years old, making $90,000 a year, told me today. He continued, I've come to the conclusion I'll never be able to own a home. I can't save fast enough for a down payment, and I can't even think about starting a family as I can barely afford what's going on for myself, let alone providing for others. I'm finding myself researching more and more about leaving Canada. It's like this country isn't meant for my generation at all. Facts. As someone with two children, basically the same age as him, I could only tell him I agreed with how he's feeling because I see hope being lost in my own home. Decision makers at upper levels of government has to help, and us at the municipal level need to continue to make positive, urgent decisions to help with the crisis, or I think we're in deep trouble that will leave lasting negative impacts and consequences. We're already fucking there. We've been there. I'm seeing now carpentry dry up, uh, electricity electricity work dry up. Why are they drying up? They're not drying up. They just don't want to fucking hire you. Well, why not? Is it due to the color of your skin? Are you white, boy? Are you white? You think you can work around here because you're white? I don't think so. All these truckers in this truck company, they all speak Punjab. Trucking companies, you see at Tim Hortons and Harvey's, and everywhere you look, you're seeing less and less white workers. Why is that? Why is that? Is that because the government is paying 70% of their wages for the small time Harvey's, McDonald's, who are just jumping on this like fucking mad? That would be definite. Like, why would you hire a white person? It's not that the industries are drying up. They're just being taken. They're being taken. Just because nepotism. It's full out fucking nepotism. You want to call it racism? We can call it racism if you want to. Nepotism is more in line, I think. As long as you're not white. When I call it nepotism, I'm being polite. That's because it's better to say it that way. That has more effect. I think if you say racism, and it just does not have the same effect. Where nepotism is like, hey, you're picking your own kind, motherfucker. You're picking your own family, your own best friends. You're picking your own kind. That's what you're doing. You're picking your own kind. That does not fucking fly. Doesn't fly. So what do we do? What do we do? Do we start going to these businesses and saying, like, line up your fucking white employees now? Do we have to, like, petition the government to say, hey, yo, we're feeling that there's some inadequacies going on in the workforce. We would like them corrected, please. Let's start with a trucking company. There seems to be an issue there. They all seem to look the same. It's odd. There's not much diversity. We want more diversity here, please. Thank you. Start breaking them up. Start pushing them out. Only go to white businesses. That's fucking hard if you live in the city. Good luck. We're gonna protest. We're only gonna shop at white stores in the city. Ha. Okay. I'm not doing that. That'd be such a pain in the ass. No, thank you. Next. Next idea. I'm not doing that. I say I'm like only asked to be served by white employees. It's an option. Yeah, no, I'd like my server to be white, please. Why? A preference? It's preference. You want to get into the nitty gritty? Oh, you're racist. No. But by doing that, I ensure that my children also have an opportunity to work in an establishment such as this. That's why. So I want to be served only by white employees. Thank you. Why? Because it'll force you to hire more. That's why. It forces you to hire more. Simple. It's not racist. It's a tactic. It's different. It's just different. That's my opinion. I don't know. Destroyer is in the house. Hey, brother. Hello, brother. How are you? Destroyer. I don't know. That's my opinion on it. Like, everyone, you can call me racist if you want to. I don't care, but it's still a fact. I mean, I didn't pick a side. It's not like I said, "Hey, I know what we can do. Let's all pick sides." Wasn't my idea. I said this from the very beginning of doing these streams. Don't make me choose. Simple. Don't give me the choice. Why? Well, because if you give me the choice, I'll pick myself. Every time, I'll pick me. And if it's going to be based on color, religion, faith, whatever the case may be, well, I'm going to pick me. I'll pick my race. I'll pick my religion or faith. I'll pick my kids. I'll pick my ex-wife. I would, I'm picking me. All the things. I would. If the choice came down to it, gun to your head. Make your point. Well, I choose me. So if we're in line on these things, fine. If not, fuck off. That's been my opinion on it. So I'm not racist. But we have to send them all back now. They all have to go back. Who does? Everyone who doesn't belong here. Whatever generation, I don't care. Why? Because someone decided they wanted to pick sides. I was over here saying, hey, we can all get along. We can all be cool. We don't have to fight. I'm the mediator guy. I'm the guy saying, hey, we don't have to, we don't have to scuffle. Maybe we can find some common ground here. Shake hands, kiss, make up, blah, blah. Everyone likes each other. Awesome. Now we're all having a good time. That's me. That's the type of guy I am. I'm a lover, not a fighter. But someone decided to pick sides because they're hiring all their own. The trucking industry, you're seeing it a lot more now in the smaller chains, pizza shops, McDonald's. Not talking like mom and pop stuff. That's different. Like if it's a small shop and they have their kids working there, it's like, well, it's their kids. So, duh. That's fine. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like the big chain shit. Wendy's, McDonald's, Tim Hortons. Them places. It's nepotism. They're picking sides. They're picking sides over there. Well, we have to pick teams too. So I would hope that all of you are working out and getting strong to the best of your ability. It's not a push of you should be healthy. It's more than that. It's more than being the better you. Lifting weights, if you're just starting out, I would suggest getting up and off the floor. Simple as that. That's if you're just starting out working out, what I would suggest is you literally get down to the floor and then stand back up and just do that repeatedly as the start of your routine, as the start of something. When you're going to work out, you're going to do that. Believe it or not, that's the most basic thing you can do to help yourself. They suggest it for the elderly. That's one of the exercises they do. They get down and they get back up. Why? Well, because elderly people have a habit of falling, and when they fall, they normally get hurt really bad. So that's one of the things that I've known and I've preached out when talking to people about exercising. That's an important one you should do for everyone. And that's what I would start with. And then, yeah, fine, you're getting into the fucking, now you're doing chin-ups and you're fucking benching and you're running and you're eating healthy and you're getting stronger and hey, fuck, I can fit into those fucking jeans I haven't been able to fit into in a long time. That there, or, you walk by yourself in the mirror, you're like, oh, fucking right, man. I'm fucking pretty fucking good now. Those feelings, that ability, and it's going to help you in the long run. Because if you have to fight, and we will have to fight eventually, we're all going to have to fight eventually. It's going to come down to it. So if there's a fight coming, people are getting ready to fight you. That's what you're training for. You're training for a fight. What kind? We're not sure. But it's starting to gear up. Everyone's getting ready for it. So I would suggest you do the same. Period. And it's not so much, learn to skin a deer, learn to hunt, learn to forage for food, learn to camp, find a place outside the city that you can go to. That is the push right now. And get fucking strong. Get stupid strong. Get stronger than you've ever been in your life. That's the push. That's what's coming. So get ready. No, I wouldn't fight for this whole shit with the states of Canada. It's just driving me mental. I mean, I sit back, watching this political game unfold before us. And it's sort of hard to read on TikTok now. I'm very picky on what I actually read and put into my brain. And it's as if so the conservatives are now fractured between kind of pro-Trump and anti-Trump. Not the liberal woke left, not even those guys, because those, again, that's a different fucking team. I'm talking about the team over here, on a whole, on a mass. And you see it fracturing. For pro-Trump, actually, people like in Alberta, they got a fucking, they're going to go down to the States and talk like, hey, we want to become, I see the 51st state shit everywhere. I see that. Those are our people that are saying we want to be the 51st state. Like, all right, well, okay, that's your opinion. And then you have, on the other side, no, we have to keep Canada as a sovereign nation, English and French, and, tie more into our British roots, and go, think more that side, and be away from the States and be our own people. We're seeing that. So, in that respect, it's odd. It is odd. And then you have, I always look out for the Israel is our greatest ally people. Those people, you have to watch out for those people, because you don't want to let that shit in your head neither. Right? On top of filtering out the woke people, which is their own mess. It's its own thing on that side. That's its own mess. So yeah, it's like, are we going through Twitter? It's like, okay, yeah, but what do you believe though? Like, where are you at? Like, politically, are you awake? Because we're like, it's like a third. We're sitting back, and we're like, we're gonna see what the fuck happens here. Just let's see what happens. Is Donald Trump really going to annex Canada? On a business standpoint, he would be retarded not to. Obviously, literally steal our resources and wood and lumber and all the things. So to annex us would be very profitable for them. That would fucking shatter our economy. That would fuck us hard. Or we get into what? Like Europe's offering their nuclear arms to us to help us protect us against the nuclear threat of the States. Like, are you out of your fucking mind? Pardon? What are you talking about? We're not going to go to fucking war with the States. Like, what? Shut up. What are you talking about? That's my opinion. Like, that, you be quiet. That's not happening. Like, they're booing the American anthem at these sports stadiums. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, seriously? This is not the time for that. That's very disrespectful. I'm insulted for the Americans. Do I want my anthem booed? Fuck no, I don't. Hell no, I don't. I'm proud of our anthem, whatever. I mean, because it represents where I live at this time. That'd be like someone booing the DAG national anthem. You're insulted by it. So I feel bad for the Americans. Like, y'all, I'm not trying to insult you. Yeah, they're fucking with a trade war, but I don't feel that that's not the American people fucking. We need them on our side anyways. So, because there's pros to the states taking us over. There are pros. The Second Amendment, there's a structured rule set. Their constitution's pretty good. So there are benefits that you could exploit that we don't have here in Canada. So, I mean, yeah, but the Second Amendment, though, it's such a strict rule system too, Second Amendment. Oh, I like that one. I love that one. That's my favorite one. The Second Amendment is my favorite one. I'm like, oh, yeah, but Canada, come to the door. Knock, knock, knock. We want you to fight against Americans. You can go fuck yourself. How about that? You can go pound sand. Suck my dick. No. Fuck no. I am not fighting for you. You can lick the fucking crusty dick cheese off my balls. Fuck no. Woke fucking... It's nothing to do with the Army or Air Force or Navy. It's nothing to do with the people in them at all. It's the fact that our country is being led by the woke mob. And like, fuck no, hell no. Pull out of the UN. You pull out of the UN. You pull out of the WHO. You get rid of you pull out of the United Nations. What else would be the requirement for me to actually give a fuck? You shut down the CBC. You went totally based, and you didn't fund places like the Ukraine or Israel. You did all of the things fucking right, I would. Oh, sure, yeah, hand me a gun. No problem. Let's go. If, and you are not Canada, you're so balls deep in the woke economic system that you're part of the problem and not part of the solution. That's what that is. Out of the WEF, out of all that nonsense, bullshit, garbage. Okay, then we can talk. Then we'll talk. Till then, no fucking way. Knock, knock, knock. Fuck you. How's that? You need to fight against the states. Like, fuck I do. What, you retarded? Okay. No. No thanks. Solid pass. Solid pass. How many troops you got? Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, but we got a plan. I bet you do. I bet you do. You got all the plans, don't you? No. Or we'll team up with China. China will sit this. Could you imagine? Russia and China use Canada as a gateway into the States for a kinetic war. Be like Ukraine. Could you imagine we turned out to be like we were Ukraine? They pull a Ukraine on us. That'd be fucking wild. That'd be interesting. Be part of the rebellion. That's scary though. Wait, what the fuck am I saying? I gotta watch what the fuck I say. China's recording. CSIS is recording this right now. And that's what all the Chinese police stations were for. Sure, that's their plan. There is a narrative for you to run with. It's a story. It's a storyline. Totally, maybe not real. Could be real. May not be real. But where Canada is being used by China as a portal for a kinetic war against the states, and just keep pissing the states off and like really start sticking it to them, and like Doug Ford actually cut the power off to the states, and blah blah blah, like really wild fucking, where this trade war escalates to an actual kinetic war, and China uses us as a proxy to fight the states. I guess Russia would be involved in this as well. I mean, but Russia and the states are kind of buddy with Trump in power. So I don't know how eager Russia would be to actually do that, because they're also fighting a front on Ukraine. So they would have to go through Europe. Like, yeah, they'd have to fuck with Europe. Like, they'd have to fuck Europe over to get to us, to get to the States. That sucks, because the European Union has been flooded by migrants. So one of the overall master plan is to weaken Europe, Britain, France, all the other European states, weaken them with foreigners, which they're doing. It's not fully complete yet, but that's what they're doing. Weaken Europe so that way they can get to Canada without much resistance from Europe, because Europe would be already subdued in its own chaos, go around Europe and go through us to get to the States. And China, I mean, fuck China. China's not, what the fuck is China doing right now? Fuck all and nothing. They just flood everyone in through BC to hit the States. Right? That is it's an interesting theory. It's not to fruition at all. It is, I would say, 70% complete. Canada moved on a little quicker than Europe did, by the looks of it. So they're not ready yet. But that could be a narrative. That could be you could make a comic book about that, right? I want to join you. I could go off about this so much. Hold on. There will be a lot of lads like us that will go down to American militias. We're too stubborn to leave our homeland, at least some of us. YouTube won't let me chat. What the fuck? It's no surprise. YouTube probably doesn't like it because I'm using Rumble either. Most likely. We got 3 minutes to halftime. 3 whole minutes. Maybe a little later on there, Nika. After halftime, I will shoot you a link. Expects demise. What's up, my man? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're a man. What's up, dude? How are you? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. It's your fucking name. I don't know. Every time I see it, I'm like, that's a guy. Every time. We've had this conversation. I know we have. That's how it's been a long time. Hey, fuck a badass. All right, good enough. I will send it to you on, the fuck do I have you? Send it to you on, where do we talk? We used to talk on Instagram. Doing good. Thought I'd see what you're up to. Oh, fuck all or nothing as always. Chilling out. Relaxing and chilling out. Nika's gonna come on after halftime. We're just trying to figure out how to fucking get him a link. How do I talk to you, buddy? Do I talk to you on Facebook? We talk somehow. Is it Telegram? I forget though. I forget if it's Telegram or you just text me. I think you're on Facebook. I think so. I think I am absolutely mistaken. Absolutely. You haven't sent me anything there. Where the fuck did we last talk, buddy? Facebook. I don't think so. You're going to have to send me a message. Because I don't. That works. But ding! There you are. Okay, good enough. Good enough. We will do that. I got something to do with halftime, and then after my rant and rave, I actually have to get back into the emotional state I was in prior to coming on the stream, which is easy because I remember the fucking road now. I'm going to go off. Let's get ready for it. Where are we at here? Almost there. Oh, fuck. I went through this last week. I don't know which is the good halftime, and I didn't fix it. Oh, dear Jesus. This may hurt my ears. Or it'll be the right one. I'm pretty sure I saved the right one. Oh, well. A or B? I say B? Or no, B. Okay.
It's halftime.
I fucking hate Rumble. I hate it. That better fucking play through. Fuck. On my end, I caught the last little bit of it. Like, what the fuck? Fucking Rumble. Anyway, let's get on with it. Welcome to Halftime, where you don't have time to take a piss. This is normally a cool fucking segment that I have that Rumble fucks up every fucking time because it doesn't like me. Let's get into it. I'm sure you're all. Did you guys all watch Pat King on with Derek Rants? Yeah, I did. A little bit. As much as I could fucking tolerate, which wasn't a lot. Finally great, you know. When the convoy first started going off, I don't fucking want to go back to the fucking convoy. I fucking hate talking about it. Fucking get over it. I fucking hate talking about this. Why? Some people had a great time. Some people had an awesome. I had a fucking horrible fucking time. It is some of the worst fucking memories that I have to fucking walk down because this cocksucker, all he does is fucking talk about it. Which would be fine if it was valid, and it's not valid. I heard him say, with my own fucking ears, well, he did not deny it. He did not say it, but he did not deny it. Where he got called the leader of the convoy. I watched about a 5-second clip. I got about 5 seconds into it and stopped it dead. Pardon? What do you mean leader? Who the fuck do you think you are? That was an organic fucking movement. I went to fucking Ottawa. I went to go to support the truckers. I sure as fuck wasn't following you. How are you the leader? Pardon the fuck out of me. You were not. That is the most disgusting thing I've ever heard. You never take the seat of honor. Ever. Always take the seat of humility. Jordan Peterson did this when he got called a prophet and did not shut it down immediately. No, I'm not. Don't ever say that. He just smiled in front like this. So Pat King gets called the leader of the convoy. He goes, "Hi, how you doing?" You're not the leader. That's disgusting. The leader of the convoy was every trucker who fucking trucked across Canada to go against the mandates. That's who the leader was. All of them were. Every supporter who stood up on the bridge holding a flag, cheering the people on, cheering the truckers on, those were the leaders. You were a fucking voice. Just a voice. Nothing more, nothing less. That, if you would have said a voice, organizers, no fucking way. Maybe part of it, because that was a team. That was a group of people. The organizers, plural, everyone. There was lots of moving parts. So, maybe. Leader? Like fuck. Unbelievable. I know guys who know him. I know guys who say, Slip, he's not a bad guy. Give him a break. He's not a bad guy. And I did. I backed off. He went to jail. I felt bad for him. I did. He was in solitary confinement. That sucks. It does. That's shitty. He's on house arrest. Shitty. That sucks. All his bank accounts are frozen. Yikes. That's horrible. That is horrible. Leader? No. Sorry, no. Fuck you. Fuck you. That's a fuck you. No, you're not. No, you're not. I hate walking back down this road. I hate talking about it. I don't want to. I went to Ottawa. The cops followed us. They jammed our fucking cell phones. They jammed my live streams. They had a black sedan parked up the fucking road. They scared the shit out of us for no fucking reason. I'm not going to name fucking names. It's no point. Bet us fucking bullshit, which we shouldn't have listened to. People were afraid it was going to get violent. There was bricks supposedly laid about the city. So we all thought Black Lives Matter bullshit, Antifa, feds, whatever. So I had to make a call. Either go to the protest or not. I was there with me, my buddy, my girlfriend. I had to make the call. And I said, no, we're not going. We're not going. It's too dangerous. There's the possibility of danger is too great. No, fuck no. I ain't stupid. If it was just me, oh, okay, fine. My girlfriend, no fucking way. No way. And I'm glad I did. I felt bad. I did. I felt bad. I felt that we missed out. Nothing happened. You know, I felt bad. You know, we did our part. We did the wholesome thing. We went and we teamed up with a bunch of other dags, and we went and we held flags over the overpasses, and people were honking, and that part of it was a great experience. And then to watch the community fucking fracture over fucking lies and bullshit and make-believe fucking stories. It fucking fractured in one night. It broke. Yeah, that sucked. And there's other places in my mind of that time there. To this day, I have a hard time thinking about. So I try not to think about it. I try not to dwell on it. They're memories that cause me great pain. So I don't like going here. I don't like anything to do with the convoy. I try not to think about it. I try to erase it from my memory. Thanks, Pat. Thanks for dragging me back here. I fight every fucking day to not fucking think about certain fucking things, and you fucking drag me back to the fucking, basically the fucking, beginning. I don't want to fucking hear about the convoy, buddy. And if you do talk about it, don't put yourself in the lead. That's just wrong.
We fight not against flesh and blood, nor the carnal flesh, but against ruler, principality, and the master spirits of this dark world in the heavenly realm.
All right, so sorry about that, but that's what you get. Let's go a Bible time. Let's shake this thing up a bit. Pat, you fucking idiot. Pat, I'm gonna teach you where you went wrong, bud. This is where you went wrong. And this is why I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed with you. I'm very, very annoyed. Very annoyed. I don't hate you. I'm not physically angry with you. I'm annoyed. It's annoying. This is me annoyed, by the way. Because I find it annoying. Jesus, just listen. The parable of the guests. All right, let's do a prelude to it. So this is Luke 14. Jesus heals on the Sabbath. It happened that when he went into the house of one of the leaders of the Pharisees on the Sabbath to eat bread, they were watching closely, and there in front of him was a man suffering from dropsy. And Jesus answered and spoke to the lawyers and Pharisees, saying, "Is it lawful to heal on the Sabbath or not?" But they kept silent. And he took hold of him and healed him and sent him away. And he said to them, "Which one of you will have a son or an ox fall into the well and will not immediately pull him out on the Sabbath day?" And they could make no reply to this. This is where you come in. This is for you, Pat. And he began speaking a parable to the invited guests when he noticed how they had been picking out the places of honor at the table, saying to them, "When you are invited by someone to a wedding feast, do not take the place of honor, for someone more distinguished than you may have been invited by him. And he who invited you both will come and say to you, 'Give your place to this man.' And then in disgrace, you will proceed to occupy the last place. But when you are invited, go and recline at the last place. So that when the one who has invited you comes, he may say to you, 'Friend, move up higher.' Then you will have honor in the sight of all who are at the table with you. For everyone who exalts himself will be humbled, and he who humbles himself will be exalted." And he also went on to say, "The one who had invited him, when you give a luncheon or a dinner, do not invite your friends or your brothers or your relatives or rich neighbors. Otherwise, they may also invite you in return, and that will be your repayment." What? And he also went on to say to the one who had invited him, "When you give a luncheon or a dinner, do not invite your friends or your brothers or your relatives or rich neighbors. Otherwise, they may also invite you in return, and that will be your repayment. But when you give a reception, invite the poor, the crippled, the lame, the blind, and you will be blessed, since they do not have the means to repay you, for you will be repaid at the resurrection of righteousness." Parable of the dinner. I think this is... Yes. Do this one. He also went on to say that the one who had when one of those were reclining at the table with him heard this, he said to him, "Blessed is everyone who will eat at the bread in the kingdom of heaven, of God." The parable of the dinner. But he said to him, "A man was given a big dinner, and he invited many. And at the dinner hour he sent his slave to say to those who had been invited, 'Come, for everything is ready now.' But they all alike began to make excuses. The first one said to him, 'I have bought a piece of land, and I need to go out and look at it. Please consider me excused.' Another one said, 'I have bought 5 yoke of oxen, and I'm going to try them out. Please consider me excused.' Another one said, I have married a wife, and for that reason I cannot come. And the slave came back and reported this to his master. And then the head of the household became angry, and he said to the slave, go out at once into the streets and lanes and cities and bring into the poor, the crippled, the blind, and the lame. And the slave, he said, Master, what you commanded has been done, and still there is more room. The master said to the slave, go out into the highways and along the hedges and compel them to come in, so my house may be filled. For I tell you, none of those men who were invited shall taste my dinner. Well, that's against Israel. But the one with a few bad. Don't take the seat of honor, man. Always take the last spot. Always. That's what pissed me off even with Jordan Peterson when he did the same thing. Jordan Peterson did the same fucking thing. He took a place of honor. That was not his to take. By not immediately, that's what he did. When this lady said to him, and this is what they did with Pat, the same thing. When Buddy said, the leader of the convoy, and he said, yeah, that's me. Hello, right here. You're taking a place of honor. Should never do that. Never take the place of honor. Jordan Peterson, when they called him a priest or a prophet, he didn't say no. He's taking a seat of honor. That's a seat of honor. Like, you're not allowed to do that. That's a no-no. Unless you were. You know? Do you own a motorcycle? Yes, I do. I take that seat. Yes, I do. I'm standing. I sit in truth. I take the seat of truth. Always. You take the seat of truth. That's all. Whatever it is. Up, down, back, or forth. You know? Do you own a Harley? No, I don't. I can't take that seat. Sorry. Nope, I do not. It is not. It's because it's more honorable to own a Harley. It's more oomph. Do you own a Ducati? No, I don't. Man. Shit. You have to take that seat. I'm lower than that. That's what it is. That pissed me off when I seen it. How dare you take that seat? What are you doing? And he's rolling with it too. He's rolling with that. And apparently the sovereign citizen stuff. Oh my good Jesus, no. Not more Doug Force, please. I've looked into the whole sovereign citizen bullshit. Oh my nuts. Is it fucking all to do with English? It's all the English language. Like you're dealing in the English language, right? Fun. Beautiful. Yeah, because that's clear. Like, it's not full of witchcraft. Come on now. English language is just absolutely full of witchcraft and spells and incantations and holy fuck. Give me a fucking break. Stop sharing. What's up, my dude who diagonal? Slip yells. I listen. What's up, buddy? How are you? Learn me something here. Learn me something. Well, that was some Bible for you, bud. How'd you like that one? Brazilians. The Brazilians. You want some Brazilians? I just don't understand why he feels it necessary to exalt himself above everyone else. I have no idea. I'm not the only one. I'm just voicing my opinion. Fuck you. Like, what the fuck? Leader. My ass, you were a fucking mouthpiece. Yes, 100%. Did you rally the troops? Sure, I'll give you that. Leader, buddy. I know Tom, so shut the fuck up. Like, that's the way I am. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. I know Tom, so suck a dick. That's the way I look at it. I don't care. It makes no difference to me. I've talked to people. I've talked to some very big people. Yeah. Organizer? Maybe a little spicier. Sure. Organizer? Yes. Leader? Fuck no. You are not the spearhead of it. I don't want to hear any nonsense about it because it's silliness. It's absolute silliness. Holy fuck is a popular guy. Couple of gay. My head shook with the sovereign citizen nonsense. I know. Thing. It's not a thing. I can't subscribe to the sovereign citizen shit. They are breaking all the laws on the books. Why would you think they would obey some obscure law from 200 years ago or some bullshit loophole? Exactly, Mud Turtle. We had a good conversation about that. Yeah. I covered it fucking years ago. I got into it. Oh yeah, it's got a hook. It's got a hook to it. Yeah, we all sort of dabbled in it a little bit. We all kind of looked around. I was like, that'd be kind of cool to have your own birth certificate. All you have to do is you write it a certain way, and then you get it notarized. I was thinking about doing it too. You get it notarized, and that's your new birth. That's your personal identification. That's your identification. It had merit. It sounded cool and kind of fun to have. But complete bullshit. No, I don't buy into fucking people getting shot. That's about it in the States. You know, that's what happens. They get shot. They pull that shit. It's cool. I mean, again, it's a play on the English language, which is occultic as fuck. So, I mean, how much of it is it true? Like, there's a lady on there who, she talks about like the weekend where it's death. It's death. And what's the other one she uses? Just different little quirks about a driveway where we park our cars. That makes a lot of sense, you know. Our driveway, which is where we park the car. So you think where we would be driving, which we don't. It's where we park, you know. A freeway, which isn't free, you know. It's all for the freeways, you know. Shit like that. So it's interesting to say the least. The English language is fucked. It may be the right-wing version of pronouns. It's almost Q. It is almost like Q. Yeah, well, I'm not a Q fan either. That's even funnier. Again, another narrative that came along. We grabbed it. We looked at it. Went, oh, that's bullshit. Threw it off to the side. No, that's bullshit. And shit, that would have been cool. It's a cool story. I mean, Q is a cool story. The sovereign system stuff, it's cool narratives. They're cool stories. Like comic books. They're not based in fucking reality. You bring in like the Constitution of the United States. That is a reality. Those are rules. Those are rules that they follow. On our end of it, they want to do what is it? It's a committee. They have to get a constitutional conference. That's what they have to do. A constitutional conference to. You can almost look at it like a competing political system to the one we have. If you looked at it like that, you could say, well, listen, it is a political system that we have in place right now in Canada. There's another political system that we could use. And this is this one here. But you have to look at it as something completely separate and different than what we have now. If we did that, I'd be on board with it. I would be on board with it. If it only in that sense of it is just a different political system that we could apply across Canada. That would be a movement. That would be an organic movement, and you would see it fester from within and grow. That's organic. That would be an organic. But what they're fighting is they're saying, no, it's the same system. It's the same system, but they're just doing it wrong. See, that's why it doesn't work. Because you're trying to go from in the system out. I'm like, you're fighting a dragon. Good luck. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna work. It won't work. Put the right spin on it. it has potential. Definitely has potential. For watching Sovereign Citizen videos are funny. They are hilarious. They are funny. They are. In the States, it works. I think it works in the States. Not so much here. So let's try to grab Nika. You ready, Nika? I'm going to throw you an invite now. We'll go from there. Facebook. I was actually having a bit of trouble with the computer earlier. It's like, uh-oh, it's not working. Get rid of that. We'll go to Messenger. Oh, would you look at that? Nika Elliott is on my Messenger. Hi, buddy. How are you? Long time no see. Long time no see. Let's get this going on here. Come on, Nika. What do you got? I got my phone. You got your phone? Well, good enough. No worse than fucking being in the trailer, bud. Outside the McCain factory. Yeehaw! Back in the day. Like surrounded by hay, roosters, you freezing outside, breath coming out of your face. I have to go down here. See here. Ding. That's him. What's it saying? Downloading Rumble Studio did not. Oh, you're gonna have to fucking hurry up with that now. Gonna have to hurry up with that now, son. Gonna have to hurry up now. Open your app store. What's your battery power at? Hope it's strong. Hope it's got the fucking. Does it got balls, bud? Do you got some cojones? Pat King. I hate fucking walking down that fucking road. Holy fuck. Memories. Stop fucking messaging me and download the app, bud. What are you doing? Why are you? Don't message. Oh, that's not. Oh, please. I'm not doing that. My goodness. Roommate's messaging me. See if he shows up. You gonna figure it out there, bud? Come along. And it's not like I had. I don't like thinking about it. It just leads me other places in my mind that I don't want to go. I deal with it every fucking day. Every day. Like, oh fuck. Please no. It's a broken record. Skip. It's very painful. So I try my best not to dwell on things. As you can tell. Who the fuck is fucking... Better not be you. Let's see here. Come on, buddy. What are you doing? I'm dying here. I'm dying. All right. We're going to wait for him. We will do something else. We will go somewhere else and do some other things while we wait for our good friend, Nika Elliott here. I'll just keep saying your fucking name too, yeah. Go by one name. 16 fucking names, this guy. What are we going to do here? Well, we're in Diagonal, and this is the new setup for now. We will probably go down here, I don't know, the odd time. Got a lot of Jesus going on in the background, as you can tell. I think we're just going to pretend that it's a Protestant Jesus. I'm not Catholic at all. It was, what are you going to do? It's Jesus. You can't. Got to put him up. Like, you can't just leave him on the ground. Oh, we'll stuff him over here. Like, you can't do that. No, he's got to go up. I like the picture. The picture's it's a little European, mind you. The typical Jesus. He's got the long hair and the beard and stuff. It's a little bit European for me. But, it's still a nice picture. We don't really know what he looked like. So, close enough. Does it matter? Not really. It's got the shades coming down and stuff. It's kind of cool. These are anyone know who this used to belong to? Poor Sherman. Sherman fell apart. So in honor, we leave his antlers up here. I think that was pretty cool. So I got the shed. I will be putting the shed up tomorrow. I'm hoping to get that done. So hopefully next Wednesday I'll be streaming from the shed if I'm lucky. We'll see. Hopefully get that sorted out. That'd be great. Are you coming or what, bud? Let's go. Busting his balls. Just busting his balls. Let's go. What are we gonna do then? Gotta wait. We're waiting now. Now it's a waiting job. Now it's a waiting job. Where else did we see? King Charles. I don't know how close do we want to get to you? Like, which way do you guys want to go? Do you want to go? It was suggested to me by a good friend of mine. I don't know if he ever wants me to say it was his idea, but I'll give him full credit. It's not my idea. It's his idea completely. We all become bilingual. We were joking around. I forget what we were talking about. Verifying. Yeah. Okay. Now he's on his way. I forget how we were talking about something, and I said, "Oh, we were talking about goals. That's it, goals." And I like making goals now, and like so far, I have to get my GED, my full M license, and I said, "Oh, fuck, you know what? Maybe I'll learn a new language." He's like, "Learn French." I'm like, what the fuck for? Why would I learn fucking French? Like, what? Why? Like, I was thinking more like, I don't know, Russian or something weird. And he's like, no, French, be bilingual. And I was like, because I was joking and saying, we should try to push that on the community. Like, we all learn a secret language, right? So that only we know what we're talking about. And he's like, yeah, French. I'm like, what the fuck? Why French? He's like, Canada, bilingual, pro-Canada, That'd be really kind of cool. I like some of us probably already, like, I'm sure there's a lot of decks that already are, they speak both French and English. Where I don't. I speak English. I joke. I know a few French words, Was I good in French? I was okay at it in school. I took it to grade 8. I actually went to French immersion school. So, and it is just too fucking hard. It's too hard. I dropped out. Went back to my normal school. Yeah, it's a good idea. It's pro-Canada. It's a pro-Canada move, It unites you with Canada, the whole concept of Canada. I mean, even if the States were to take over Canada, it's not like we would become American. We wouldn't be. We would still be Canadian. We'd be Canadian, Canadian Americans. I don't know how the fuck that works. Because you got to think of the Cajuns, right? Think of the Cajuns. What's this? Bring to download page. But all right, hold on. Let me resend this to him. Go from there. We will send it again. Try that. See if it works. Here you are. Here. Try that. See if that works. I don't know what to tell you if that doesn't work. I don't know what to tell you. So yeah, I don't know. Being bilingual would be alright. That's the pro-Canada spin. I look at like Texas. In the States, they're basically their own country. That same thing happened. The States involved them. So you could still be Canadian without. What the fuck is going on here? Download Rumble Studio for your phone. Did you download? Notice the background. If I'm Rumble Studio live. I don't know what to tell you. You're asking the wrong dude. You're having some issues. You are having issues. I may learn Hindu just to know. What are you doing, Mud Turtle? You want to come on? Hey, Mud Turtle. How's your phone? Would you like to come on the stream? What are you saying, buddy? You want to play fucking video games? You want to play video games? You want to go online and play video games? Why don't you come play my game? There's an idea. Try that. This is insane. He just keeps getting loot back to Rumble. It's funny. How much trouble could I get him in? Let me think. Hold on. How much trouble would you get? No, you wouldn't get into that much trouble. I don't think. I don't know. Could be interesting. Be interesting. What are you saying, my turtle? You down? At 4% and plugged into the wall, perhaps in a bit. Charge yourself up, my friend. I'll send you a link for shits and giggles. Now I'm sending you a link. I'm going to send you a link for shits and giggles. See what happens. You've been in videos before. So it shouldn't be that big of a deal. I have you. Where are you at on? You and I text mostly. Text and Snap. Where are you at here? My list in Telegram. All right, let's get out of there. Oh, I know where to find you. I know where to find you. Here it is. Here you are. Sir. Here we are. There we are. And then I do this. Boop. Boop. Send it to you on Telegram, my good sir. Try that. Trouble for what? LOL. I wasn't listening to the stream that whole time. I'll shit myself. It goes through fine. I just keep trying, buddy. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. Fuck if I know. I don't use this nonsense. I don't use this stuff. So I don't like Rumble. This is why I don't like Rumble. Actually, well, I mean, I couldn't do this any other way anyway. This is just turning out horribly, bud. I was all happy to. Now you're just fucking the show. You're just fucking the show, MB Canoeist. You're fucking the show. Be all your fault. I'll sit back watching this, complaining. No, I won't. It is what it is. Can't help it. I'm trying. Might as well figure it out sometime. Yeah, valid point. Might as well do it here than do it somewhere else. Yeah, it's true. So I'll just tell the story. MB Canoeist has been coming on with me for 3 years, something like that. From New Brunswick. He's my dude. He would come on Bigots Corner and just tell the wildest fucking stories from his youth. Just the fucking total free spirit, carefree young man he was. Always, helping out strangers and just wild stories, just wild. So I always love talking to him, and just the imagery he uses is really cool. What's he saying? Closer to 4 now. Valid point. Closer to 4. Yeah, it's been a while. Just wait for him. We're just gonna sit here drinking beer, waiting for him to figure out his phone. It's probably like Google search. You should be Google searching it if you're with someone else. It's like in a full state of panic right now, trying to figure out his phone. And then my turtle just joins. Funny. Anyone who come over here from TikTok got a fucking surprise. You guys are used to this shit. What the fuck is this? I can just imagine. Rumble needs to fix their shit, he says. Beacon is still struggling with his phone. Poor fucking guy. Shit. I gotta start streaming Entropy again. I'll need another fucking monitor if I start doing Entropy. It has to have its own fucking chat system. This isn't too bad, but when I do use StreamYard, I'd have to have all the chat. I used to follow Rumble on my phone just so I could read articles. But now that YouTube's kicking here too, it's a pain in the ass. Still struggling. Just still struggling. I was talking to God about tonight, and he was the one who reminded me about, the seat of honor type deal, because he knew I was pissed off. So he just kind of threw me a bone. Here, just take that. Good enough. All right. But I was thinking today of how waiting on God sucks. It just sucks. It does. And the Bible talks about it a lot, where hurry up and wait is always the key factor. And where different things will be told to you, you may, think or believe that God has promised you something, and it's in the wind. You just got to wait. You just got to wait that week or wait that day, or eventually your ship will come in. My mom was horrible for it. When my ship comes in, when the ship comes in, I'm going to buy you a house. I'm going to buy your brother a house. And when my ship comes in, she used to say, always that hope for something better. She used to have a dream. She had a recurring dream of a house that she owned or she lived in. And we were all there, and it was always the same house and looked the same way. And her ship never really came in my opinion. Not that she was hoping for. She's happy. I mean, sure, she's happy. She's content. She loves life. She loves people. She calls me all the time, and we talk. And always so positive, just so positive. And that's what I believe. I and a lot of other people like me who carry the same name are like that. Just positive. Like, shit happens. Shit happens. Don't let life get you down. Fair weather, fair weather, friend. Fair weather. Always in a good mood. Always in a good mood. No matter the weather. Fair weather. They're fair weather. Everything's. It's raining out. Oh no, I'm getting wet. It's cold out. Well, I guess I'll have to get warm. So I've had to do that to say, well, I have faith in God, and I just have to believe in my faith, and everything will just work out. It'll be okay, or it won't be. And you just let something fucking pass you by, and that might have been the best you ever had. That could have been number one. And it's gone. And now you have to live with that. And that's okay. And that's okay too. Am I going to be mad at God? Am I going to be angry with him and blame him and say, you promised me this or you promised me that and blah, 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 blah. No, I won't. And that's what faith in God is about. Asking you shall receive. Well, I asked for a fucking Porsche. Where's my fucking Porsche at? I asked for a fucking Porsche. You had faith you were going to get a Porsche. I'm sorry. It's too bad. Shit happens. Oh, well. You gotta fucking, I don't know, It's a shitty car. Give me a shitty car. I don't know what shitty car is. Oh well. Oops. Whoops. Oh well. What are you gonna do? Nothing about it. I can't do nothing about it now. It's already happened. It's already gone. Now what? Oh well. Better to have had than not had. My opinion. Still not figuring. Still not Buick. Fuck off. Take that as an insult, sir. That's an insult. Fuck you. My car's got slashies on it. That's why I look at it. Buicks have slashies on it. The older ones, anyways. 3 of them have that. In there, three slashies on it. So suck it. It's a giant fucking you're fucked. Oh well. It's okay, bud. Use a different browser. I don't know. Message me on Telegram. We'll try it through Telegram. See if it's maybe it's a messenger thing. You can't go on with him. He's a bigot. He is a bigot. Self-described. We are self-described Canadian bigots. That's what we are. We were ordained that name. All of us. Dags, Plaid Army, the bigots, the truthers, the freedom fighters, the whatever the fuck you want to call yourself. And whatever community you are, a truther, you're just awake, you see the plot of the cabal and the Zionists and da. You see it all. Well, you are a self-described Canadian bigot. Is what you're called. That is your proper name. Try that. Message me on Telegram. Try that. Don't make me go looking for your fucking name. Message me and I will respond. If you message me, I shall respond. It will be the way. 18 messages to read. No, sorry, more than that. Oh, dear. Lots of things going on. Oh, fuck. Let me see if I can find you. What are you under? No. I know I have you somewhere. Send me a message, dude. That's your best bet. Quickest way to find me is I'll have to go looking through 1,000 messages. And it won't be fun. No help only tells you to clear your phone's cache and make sure the app is up to date. Try 2 browsers. Yeah, try. That better not be you on Messenger. Yeah, I know. Oh, that's right too. Oh, okay. Well, I have to do this to see because I'm blind. I went looking for fucking sockets last night. I couldn't see a damn thing. Nope. That's a long name, bud. Oh, don't tell me I have to actually capitalize shit. I'm actually like checking my spelling because this is not showing me anything. Ain't saying jack shit, bud. What the hell? Oh, it's so annoying. How do you not know where I'm at? I'm at the Plaid Wizard, bud. The Plaid Wizard. At Plaid Lizard. Try that. Or I could type in your phone number, I guess. Try that too. And you don't exist, apparently. Now you're on your own. Because I have no idea. You have to message me. Because it ain't finding you at all. What the fuck? There he is. Okay, I'm on. Come on, let's go. Try that. And then like 40 minutes of me fucking around. There we are. It was browser. It was. There we go. That wasn't so hard. See? Come on. There we are. Holy fuck, bud. That was a giant fuck around. Can't hear you. No sound. No sound.
Fuck! It was Messenger.
Oh, buddy! We got it.
Messenger fucks the link.
That was fun. Well, I mean, we figured it out. You have to use Telegram.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, so like I said there, I lost my old Telegram when my computer busted. And so I'm sitting here with my new phone one day. I was like, well, I may as well fucking download Telegram again. And I punch in my new phone number. I expect to make a new account.
Right.
And there's some Jeet name listed under my phone number. So I logged into that account, changed the name, changed the password, changed the phone number, spoofed it a little bit, and then messaged everybody they had, said, fuck you, Jeets, get the fuck out of my country, and then blocked and deleted them all.
What
and now
the
it's
fuck?
And I kept the profile picture. That's the original. That's the Jeet profile picture.
That's crazy.
It couldn't have been better. It couldn't be better.
That's a cool fucking. That's not bad,
right? Like it's just you ask for interesting times, and by God, you'll get some.
That's crazy, buddy.
Hell yeah! So news to everybody, and kinda to you, but you already knew. I'm back in Ontario now, and my little fellow. Little fellow be here shortly.
Nice.
Just had to set up the place and get him pre-registered for school and get myself in with work, all that. I like to get that sorted, let the little guy sit with the family, go to school in peace, and then come down here when things are ready. The end of this month, they're ready.
Nice. Good job, buddy. So why the move?
So I'm still inheriting the property, but due to familial complications and arguments I'm not willing to have until my grandfather's not around, because I was raised right, I am inheriting that property. I do not wish to bitch and bicker about my inheritances in front of the motherfucker I'm inheriting it from.
Valid.
And I live with my grandpa in the house. So, like, it basically, long story short, is though I put money into the house, paying for bills and groceries, all that, I was not allowed to do maintenance or pay for maintenance to be done. That was exclusively somebody else's in the house's problem, and they did not follow through. And the house is more or less, Logan, my little fella's staying at a family member's place just up the road there, so the house is just about in condemnable shape. What would have costed me 10 grand 20 grand 3 years ago. I'm further ahead to just be here, make 80 grand drywalling, which isn't so bad to make inside of 5 years. I'm paying very low rent with inclusive bills. So I'll go back to New Brunswick with 80 grand because that's about how much it would cost to fix the house, anyways. So I'll just demo and rebuild what I want.
What about work though, bud? How's the work? How's the work situation there?
For me, I was blessed. I'm I'm choosing words on behalf of family. Got the job through family, right? Uh Doing drywall, and I got blessed with a reasonably decent connection that pans out into a legit above board job. Is what I can say. I can't even say I'm being paid. As far as anybody's concerned, I'm volunteering my time because I've never done drywalling before. I'm a farmer and a cook. So here I am.
No, you're just working. You're working.
I'm just working.
Just working.
It's not so bad. I like it. Like I
You're working.
grew up down here, right? I was born in Oshawa,
You were.
raised in.
Yeah, you were. Like, yeah, I was just saying that. Like, some of your stories, all your stories are from there. Like, I
Yeah.
understand all I'm asking is if it didn't work out, say, unfortunately, your grandfather passes on, and there's a feud that ensues, and you actually don't inherit what is rightfully yours. Would you stay in Ontario?
It's conditional. Right now my gut says no. I'm still going back to New Brunswick. I'd just be 25 minutes ish to the east of where I was, which is where I'd like to be because I can get some reasonably decent land for a reasonably good price up on a ridge. So
Either way, you're going back.
maybe that's why I said it's dependable. So let's say over the course of the next 3, 4, 5 years, however long it takes for me to say put away 100 grand. That's how much it'll cost me to build a house down there because I have a lumber mill and stuff like that, right? So the cost to build is a lot less for me than for some other people with.
I'm not sure that everyone in the chat or watching this in the replay understands the dynamics of New Brunswick. Like literally, I could go down east and same thing.
Under 100 grand, and you'd have a small homestead on at least an acre.
Yeah, family owns land. Like when family owns large pieces of land, and people know people of people of people. Yeah, you can get it given to you free of charge or fucking very, very cheap. Cheaper than you would normally get here in Ontario. For sure.
No.
For me, I have no desire to do that because there's no fucking work down there.
Right. I agree. Now, as far as that goes, where the other direction I would go, again, ideally, let's say I get a hold of I'll say a couple of dags, people of ill persuasion, whether they know they're a dag or not, is what I should say, right? If they're akin to me, I don't care. Like, it is what it is. So, let's say 5, 6, 7 of us, all each have 60, 80, 100 grand. We're all looking at different places to build, and we say, wait,
yeah,
what if we all 150 acres? You take 20, he takes 20, he takes 20, and then there's 25 in the middle for pasture.
It's doable. That's doable. But I mean, again, you're gonna have to fucking haul ass, bud. You're gonna have to haul ass.
You'd have to haul ass, and you have to be with very amicable and hardworking people.
Yeah.
You can't have two different leaders in the group.
To save up.
Need a leader. Difficult.
All right. Well, let's see if you haul ass.
As far as it goes, right now I'll rely on myself. So my gut says I'm going back east. Yeah. But like, if I can find a spot in Ontario that's not like Derek country, I couldn't go to where Derek is for at least 10 years. And the youngest in 10 years, my youngest would be pushing 18.
If you know the right people, yeah. I mean, it's the same. It's the same up here as it is that. And it's funny, I'm from down east because I say down east. It's as if it's down. It's actually up, but it's just the terminology.
I get it. Same
Yeah,
here. I say
it's so
down.
stupid. It's so funny. It's funny. Down east, up here.
Because
Anyway,
what people might not know and why it gets confusing, when people say up and down, you think you're talking altitude. And that's where he's correct in saying Ontario is down and down east is up. But the linguistics, the way it's spoken, is by river, the way the rivers go. So east is down east and Ontario is up.
yeah, that's a good way of. Yes! I've never thought about it like that. That's cool.
That's exactly how it is. I remember reading one of the old homestead books where Buddy mentions it offhand.
All right, well, let's go into overtime here. I'm glad I have you on. One sec. Let's go into overtime. If it'll work. Maybe. There we go.
Content that's haunted the crown. This, of course, is.
Holy fuck. What the hell?
What?
Fucking Rumble, man. I don't know. I guess it'll work on. Hopefully it fucking clears out in the end. That was retarded. That was like super fast. It didn't do anything.
That's kind of what happened at halftime. Like, I
know.
Was your clip supposed to be 5 seconds long?
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, that happened to all of us. That wasn't just you, bud. Yeah, that happened to all of us.
Horrible. It's horrible. Let's try it again. 1 second. Let me see if I pushed it like this.
Content that's haunted the crown.
No. Same. Fucking Rumble. Derek was asking me about Rumble Studio, and I'm like, buddy, like, sometimes.
I would pay a lot of money to sit off camera quietly. I'd probably have to have like a fucking sock in my mouth or something to not laugh, and watch Derek for like the 40 minutes before he starts streaming.
Why?
Oh, buddy, that's gotta be a good fucking time some days.
He's always working. He's working. That's all he does. He sits at his laptop working.
He's kicking ass up there, and man, like, not to be a dick, but hey, I'm a hell of a lot younger than most of all of y'all.
Yeah,
Derek's fucking not a young lad. Like, he's fucking kicking ass.
Whoa.
I'm not saying he's old as shit. Like, he's like my dad's age. I think my dad's 51.
He's
right?
not 51. Not 51.
My dad is.
I'm older.
I know he's a little younger than that, but Jesus Christ, buddy, what's the difference between 3 and 4 years?
I think I'm older than Derek, to be honest.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
But it's
I'm
like
10 years older than our age.
I know people at his age that are just like, no, I'm blah 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 years old. I'm good. I've done yippity yap, and well, I'ma just do nothing because I've earned it.
Well,
and like, you can
I've
argue.
noticed. Do you know what's really weird? Is I was on dating apps, and when I was on them, I noticed that the 30-year-olds look like 20-year-olds. The 40-year-olds look like 30-year-olds. The 50-year-olds look like 40-year-olds. It's like no one looks their age anymore. Very, very odd. Very odd. And like, you can tell if it's filtered. Like, these girls aren't using filters. And it's like, damn, how old are you?
Yeah, and I don't want to get into the dating site shit because, like, I've been trying to have a go at him a little bit. I have been down here for a little over a month on my own. Fucking, I got the place to myself. Why wouldn't I try, right?
How tall are you?
It's unbelievably ridiculous.
How tall are you?
Now, again, age difference here. I'm not dating ladies of your age, so.
Valid. Well, how old are you? How old are you?
29. I'm 29, and I won't date anything less than 26.
Okay. How tall are you?
I'm a midget.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'3".
5 foot what?
3.
Oh.
Now, that's not even what fucks me up. When I do hear from broads, because I make it open in my bio, I'm not going to hide it from you, fuck it. Like, if you have the decency to message me, I'm not going to lie to you, like, fuck it, I'll put it right in my bio. So when they do message me, obviously, they're aware of this, And usually of my first responses is the whole, hey, how you doing? Yada yada, I'm so and so. Would you like to go for coffee or dinner? And it's always immediate, not gone, gone. Poof, off into the wind.
To
I'm
be
like,
honest, being 5'3", you'll actually have an advantage.
you would think.
You
I,
will.
I have an advantage
You
when I
will.
start hitting the gym more, and I'm already like dropping tons of weight. I'm rather happy with myself. So not unhealthily, but I'm doing well that way. So like you would when I start putting on muscle, it takes me like half the amount of effort and half the amount of time as the average dude, just because size and stature, just the way it is. But ladies love a taller lad, and I can't begrudge them that. I don't like a fat bitch.
No, dude. I'm telling you right now, 5'3" is going to work to your advantage because I'm 5'8". I'm 5'8".
Yeah.
No, you want to see my DMs are
So
non-existent.
same.
They're non-existent.
My
So
name might as well be
height
Derpinder.
alone, but you say 5'8", so 5'8" is between short and tall, and actually anything over I'd say anything over 5'10". Even people who
So
are
you're
5'9",
saying,
even people who are 5'9", it's the same thing.
so you're
Boom,
saying
boom,
like
boom,
being
boom, boom.
outside of the average
6
is
feet? Oh, good Jesus! Like they're you have a lineup.
yeah,
6 feet. That's all they look for. We look for looks. I look for location,
what
looks. Waistline. I'm picky as fuck, right? Just as every man should be,
in
right?
my
I'm picky
experience,
on my own, so it's
the
like no, I'm mostly no's, but yeah, it's
let's
hilarious.
say let's say I go to a bar or some other social function and I run into a lady organically, right? The ones that tend to take notice and have some sort of at least intrigue based on just sight and moment vibe in the moment are definitely outside of my persuasion. They're about the same color as my sweater, or they
Oh,
speak Cantonese.
yeah, no, you
And
need a
like
small. You need
just
a small girl. You need a
I
small,
just don't.
small girl.
I got
Small.
nothing against small girl, dude. I don't care if she's like tiny to the point where like
That
I
works to
feel like
your
a man
advantage
being able
on
to
so
hug
many fucking levels, buddy.
her.
You have no
Dude, I
idea.
don't even care if she's 6 foot tall and Norwegian. I'm in
No,
it.
man.
But
All the short girls are gonna be very fit and very good looking.
yeah, except here's the thing, Slip. All the short girls have spent the last 10 years getting their guts rearranged. I don't want no part of it. And
Not
you can pick up on
necessarily.
it real
Not
fast.
necessarily. Not
Oh, but
necessarily.
at my age, are
Yeah,
you dating
28. Yeah.
26, 25,
Not
24?
no, I don't agree with you.
They're rearranging their guts more than Home Depot rearranges furniture, buddy. I'm fucking telling you.
Fuck, dude.
It's fucking bad. It's
Try not to
really
think about it. I don't think about that shit.
I don't want to either, but I won't be with somebody that's fucked like that. Like let's and I don't
That's
mean
why I
like
like being older. That's why I like being older. See? It's easier to sort them out that way.
here's the worst part. If I want to find a lady that hasn't been around town, I gotta look in your age bracket, my boy.
Yep.
44 and up, they're golden and they're nice, they're decent. I could take a 45-year-old woman out to dinner, no expectations.
Yeah, but they
And
won't
it'd
they won't
be
even look
great.
at you because of your age.
It'd be awesome.
They will not look at you because of your age. Because of
No,
your age,
but the point
they won't
being,
even look
they
at you.
would appreciate, they would actually follow through with it and appreciate the date, even if we weren't fucking. I'm fine. I'm fine with that. I'm paying for dinner and an hour of your attention.
Just
That's
a
it.
toy. Then you're just a toy, buddy. You're just a toy. That's You're just a
I
toy.
don't care. My focus is on
It's
my.
looked down upon in society. Society looks down on it. They do. For an older man to have a younger woman is perfectly normal. For a younger man to have an older woman is weird, and it's
I'm
awkward,
not saying I get with an
especially
older
that
woman.
age.
No, I'm not saying I
Maybe
get with an older woman. What I'm saying is that they appreciate a normal date for what it is, whereas in my generation they don't. They assume that because I'm taking you out for dinner, I expect some next level nonsense. Whether I'm taking you out again, or we're going home, or I want a relationship, something. When realistically, no, you're kind of cute, kind of seem to get along a little bit. I'd like to take you to dinner and see how an hour together is. That's it. That's literally the fucking. Is that not what dates were? 'Cause I'm pretty sure that's how my grandparents and my parents raised me.
yeah,
Is how dates were. It's
true.
just decent. Like, you put the phones down and you have an undivided hour of attention between the two of you over a meal. What the fuck is the problem with this? They don't get it. They won't do it. But if I go over to a bar and I'm willing to, and I drop $300 on the bar tab, I'm going to get my dick sucked by something I don't want to be near at all.
Probably.
So I'd rather just be at home.
That's how it works. That's how it fucking works.
You're
yeah, that's it. Yeah. Yeah. For sure. Exactly. Go to the bar and you can go to the bar or you can go on these apps. And these apps are just fucking brutal. They're fucking garbage. Oh my fuck.
Yeah,
I've never had luck with these things. Never. I don't. It's either
and
I'm
it's
too
funny, I've
ugly.
heard
I'm too ugly. My bio is just retarded nonsense, or it's my height, and it's the height. They see 5'8", they're like, nope, 6 foot.
And then I hear from like a few of the girls I talk to, because like, I have friends I don't try to fuck, obviously. So like the girls I talk to, I'll be like, hey, what's this like for you on these things? And it's just they're fucking inundated with Indians and Chinese dudes. At least like this area, Durham region in Toronto, it's just you're fucking inundated. Just it's insane. So
guys are fucking rude. They're just rude.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then like the one, and I guarantee you'll know exactly. I guarantee you've had one of these. Once in a blue moon, you do get a message back. You're like, no fucking shit. She's like, hey, do you have Telegram? And you're like, oh no. So you get a hold of her. She's like, hey, I'm doing XYZ for this, that much. And you're like, oh, for fuck's sake. Like, just.
I don't know. I've never had any luck. I gave up on them completely.
I don't blame you.
If
Go to a
God
bar.
has someone, if God's got someone for me, buddy, if God's got someone for me, they'll show the fuck up because I'm done.
I'm more or less in that same boat.
Done. I'm donezo. Yeah. They'll come along. They'll come along. They'll just come along. Like live your life, and someone will come along that will be part of your life. Far too many times I've been part of other people's lives. This time around, this person's going to be a part of my life because I'm fucking done. I'm done. I'm so sick of it. And
one thing that bothers me, I've noticed lately, is when whether we're talking a government function or social function or in any other capacity, really, that which, say, a lady that is a single mother, not so much flaunt her to use it to her advantage, but there are advantages to be had, right? Or it's like if I call the internet company and say, please just give me 5 more fucking days, or I call the electric bill, please just give me a couple more days. I got a couple of kids sitting here, like the chance of the leniency goes up exponentially, and that kind of makes my point in many realms. You will find that as a single father, fuck ya. And by the way, if you call back again with further problems, we're calling CPS. So it's just like, man, you're so fucked so hard. Like if you're a white single dad with custody of your kids, holy fuck, is it fucked? Like,
why?
It's so like you'll get the same programs as far as like child tax and stuff, but let's say for instance, I go down to the food bank a couple days ago, and I'm expecting a decent back pay and going to help fill things, but hey, right at the moment, I could kind of use a hand. So I go down to the food bank, and I tell them, like, hey, man, I need some fucking food. I can't really do much here. And they're like, well, do you have any kids with you? And I was like, well, technically, no. Not living with me. He'll be here at the end of the month. I kind of need the food to work till the end of the month. And it was a fuck you situation there. And I can kind of understand where they're coming from. So here's a better one. A little bit ago, my EI got put on.
Back up.
Sure.
So, did they give you food at the food bank or no?
And they told me to go fuck myself. Said we got other people that are expected to be here on a routine basis.
What?
Yeah.
They denied you at a fucking food bank?
Yeah. I was the only white dude in line, too. Not saying that had anything to do with it, but it is what it is. But let's go over here. This one might actually chap. This will chap your ass. So a little while ago, and I'm not mad at EI paperwork situation, and I have it sorted out. But a little while ago, I had my EI put on hold there, and so I go down to welfare, and it was right at rent time, like right at rent. I knew with EI we were gonna have it sorted within 2 weeks. Everything was gonna be fine, but I had to have rent. So I go down to welfare, and I say, hey, I kind of need to apply. I literally only need 1 month's rent. I can literally sit here with you on an EI call, on a call with EI and explain the situation, but I literally just need $425 for rent. I get the whole apartment after. Right now I just have half of it. It is what it is. So I just need $425 for rent. Please. I don't mind if like you guys have to take that out of my next EI check. Like that's fine. But I need to pay the rent or else it fucks everything for me and my son. And this is what I did with my kids and everything, right?
Okay.
It was a fuck kiss situation. Because I am on EI, I cannot accept the services of OW, or OW cannot accept taking me as a client because I'm on EI. And even the woman on EI, because I left OW and called EI about it, she's like, what? Like, what? We do this routinely for people. What do you mean? They're just going to take it out of your next EI. What? But we ended up fast tracking it because I just went straight to my MP's office and I got it sorted out.
You went to your MP's office to get it fucking sorted out?
I know how to deal with them, yeah. I watched my mom went to
I hear of people doing that all the time. I've never done that. I've never done that.
The reason for that, let's go with child tax, for instance. I was having an issue with child tax, so this works perfect. With child tax, it's paperwork and paperwork. And it's 3 weeks this way, 3 weeks that way, 3 weeks that way, every time. Awesome. Well, you go to your MP. You're going to sign a disclosure agreement. Not a disclosure agreement, but you're going to sign a form giving them like the right to use your SIN number, look into your history, or use your name to look into other things on your behalf.
Okay.
You sign that document. Tell them what you need their help with, which is also on the end of that little document. And they'll your MP has a liaison officer, which effectively can do everything the MP does. They're essentially their second set of arms. An MP has they're supposed to have an asinine amount of work. So a liaison officer makes it so like if the MP has a whole week booked with scheduled whatever the fuck conferences, the liaison officer is still dealing with the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of calls and shit coming in from the city and the locality. Those documents are still being signed and processed and moved forward, even though the MP themselves isn't there to do it. So when I handed my information over to the liaison officer, what she would have done is called child tax right away, had it out with them for a moment saying what the fuck is going on. They said he needs these documents. She responded saying he already sent those documents. This is ridiculous. She said we need them anyways. So I spent 3 days, gathered the documents, and instead of sending them to child tax myself, I brought them to the MP's office, where she called child tax on the phone, put an officer on the phone, and faxed them the documentation on the spot to make sure it was filed that day, which is why I know Logan's coming at the end of this month and not another month. It was supposed to be January, hence child tax nonsense.
Wow, dude. You're so deep into it. Wow.
I've been without Logan for like 2 months, dude. I'm fucking just...
You're in the heart of the beast. That's the heart of the beast, bud. You're fucking surviving.
I like it.
Man. Good for you.
I love it.
Good for you. I like
got my-
it. Fuck you.
I love it.
Oh man,
Well,
I hate
I got
that
my
life.
little brother down here in this city.
Oh,
I got 2 nephews and a niece here.
yeah.
Logan's older brother's just a
Down
couple
to
hours
welfare,
drive back.
fucking dealing with it. People, there's there's people out there, buddy. They've never been on employment insurance ever. We're
My
talking
grandfather
a foreign. You and I are talking about a foreign fucking language to them. They've never
Yeah.
been on welfare. They've never been on EI.
In fairness, I'd never been on
And there's
EI.
a whole thing to the system. Like I know exactly what the fuck you're talking about, buddy.
In fairness, I'd never been on EI
I can't
until
believe they denied you at a fucking food bank, bud.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Tell me this. I got a New Brunswick age of majority card, right? Like, I don't have a
Wow.
driver's license, so it is what it is, right? I go to a bar down here, and I hand them my New Brunswick age of majority card. Denied. I think it's fake. I can't prove that this is real or not. I don't know what a New Brunswick ID looks like. Excuse me, motherfucker. What? You
That's a
could do?
government ID.
That's what
good
I
for how
thought.
long?
It's government
That's good
issued.
for
What
how
do you
long?
mean?
How long is it good for?
Oh, I still got like 2 years on it. It doesn't matter. In like 20 days, I go for my Ontario stuff because I'll
Yeah,
be here.
because there is a certain time limit between your ID card being legal as a legal document
Yeah.
while entering in another province. Which I mean, it kind of makes sense in a way. I mean, it's like when you if I was to move to New Brunswick, I'd have to give them say, listen, I'm from Ontario. I'm moving to New Brunswick, and get would I get
You
a
can't
New
do that
Brunswick
ahead of time.
license or no?
You can't do it ahead. With driver's licenses, you can because it has to be done within 2 weeks or something.
See,
But
that's the thing.
otherwise-
Is that time frame. That time frame of 2. It has to be done within 2 weeks. So that's why I'm saying to you, with your age majority, technically speaking, is it still legal?
Yes, but because I can't get an age of majority card in Ontario or an Ontario health card until I'm an Ontario resident, which is 90 days. It's a federal policy that provincial cards are honored for that period. I
So
could go to Alberta with my New Brunswick ID and it'll be honored. The only just people are dicks. What are you gonna do?
90 days. 90 days.
90 days.
90
The
days.
one number nobody wants to hear, man. 90 fucking days in Lindsay, right?
You would have to, like, I don't know, like, what would you do? Well, you're a bouncer. You're a bouncer. I'm just saying, like, you're a bouncer at a bar. Somebody walks up to the New Brunswick ID. How do I know that?
I want decency to just.
How long have you been? How long have you been here? That's his question. How long have you lived in Ontario?
Sure.
If it's that's what that was his legal obligation to ask you at the door.
Yeah.
How long have
Fair
you lived
enough.
in Ontario? How long have you been here for?
And
if it's
then
over 90 days, if it's over 90 days, that ID is invalid.
Exactly. Now I'm pretty sure I went to this bar at like the end of January and I got here January 10th. So it was like I got here like a week and a half ago, dude. Like, what do you want?
They would have to be educated. They would have to be educated.
Now let's say if I was a bouncer, somebody shows up here with say in Alberta.
I would go to the manager of the bar. You would have to go to the manager of the bar and say, listen, your door staff are improperly IDing people with this particular ID, and actually educate the bar and help them to save them further aggravation in the future.
Maybe.
Yeah. If that happens again, that's what I would do. If that happens again, that's what I would do. I would say, okay, I want to speak to your manager. This is a problem that needs to be addressed. I'm allowed to use this ID for 90 days. I got here X amount of time. It has been under 90 days. So going forward, your bouncers at the door should be asking how long someone has lived in Ontario. That way they can adjust their protocol.
Yeah. Now, one thing I have noticed since I've returned, the word noticed underlined 3 times in quotations, of course.
Yes.
Yeah. The youths are fucking rowdy these days, aren't they?
I don't go out, but
I try not to, but I got to take a bus when I got to do things, and I do things to keep busy. If I'm not at work, then I'm usually helping somebody babysit or helping somebody in some fashion. I got to keep busy.
Oh, you're talking about the city. Yeah, no, it's always been like this, buddy.
Well,
It's always been like this. What are you
There'll
talking
probably
about?
be the decency of the bus, let's say.
The
Let's say some
decency
shit
of
done
the
on the
bus.
bus. Well, in my experience, it was like that. Like, even as a teenager, I'd be on the bus with like 6 of my boys. We could be drunk as shit. Somebody starts some shit on the bus, and like it'll flare up for a second, and then you'll just be like, all right, we'll take this off the bus. We'll take it off the bus at our stop. And then it will stop
The bus?
until you get off the bus.
Take the
And
Burton
then
bus.
shit happens.
Come
But
take
if
the
you're
Burton
on
bus.
the bus,
Come do it. You want to see a show? Come take the Barton bus, buddy. It's always a good show. Always,
you
man,
want to join me?
I seen this guy get fucking robbed on the bus. I was with my ex-wife at the time, and we were traveling, and yeah, this fucking fight breaks out. This white kid got jumped by 4 fucking tall, broad-shouldered black men. And then they
Oh,
proceeded to stomp his face out onto the sidewalk.
yeah, I've seen a couple of
It
those.
happened. It literally happened around us, and I put my hand over my ex-wife like this, just like as a gut reaction to the
Yeah,
fact that broke
yeah.
out. It's just like they just tumbled out the door. They went, and then the fucking buddy gets his fucking head kicked in, and I fucking screaming at the bus driver like, "Are you gonna fucking call the cops? What are you doing? Like, what the fuck?" And the buddy just drives away.
Oh man.
See you later. Just drove away. Do. Just the Sunday drive. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
Now, me and my brother have made some rather hilarious observations. It turns out that if I'm willing to spend $600 or $700, paintball technology these days is getting rather outlandish, my friend. They're building paintball mortar cannons, and I don't mean people are home building them. No, I can go buy one. They're fucking
Yeah.
mass produced.
Yeah.
A paintball mortar cannon.
Yeah. To do what with?
Solution for homeless encampments, my boy. If I gotta be up at 5:30 for work, so the fuck do they. And I'm gonna redecorate with them.
You're just gonna roll up in a fucking tank. Paintball.
No. Hey, think of it. It's a little mortar tube, dude. So you put it in the back of a pickup truck, bolt it into the back of the bed. You fucking set up. You drive it over to a parking lot. You know where your shit is. It's in the middle of the day. There ain't no crackaloons there. They're all fucked off in crackaloon world. You send your buddy off with a walkie-talkie into their encampment, and you start launching dummy rounds until he hits you. All right, there's 1, there's 2, and you want to get like 5 or 6 in a good spread. And you write down the fucking numbers and where you were parked. And then you return at 5:30 in the morning with not dummy rounds. And paint it pink or blue or whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, no, we do not support these actions on this channel.
It's way more easily done than it fucking should be. Like,
that's fucked. I'm getting off of here. There's shit popping off in the background. I gotta look into.
So, oh no.
Yeah, I gotta go look into some shit. So I will. We're gonna end this now.
Okay.
Thank you very much for coming on, bud.
Anytime, buddy. I'm talking to you.
Later, brother.
Take it easy.
Later, chat.
Later.